Good morning everyone, and welcome to the working week's final live stroll of the week, and we are finally at Friday. So happy Friday everyone. Have you got that Friday feeling? I think I'll have that Friday feeling when 5:30 comes, to be fair. What I will say straight out the blocks is, again, it is really chilly this morning. Not as chilly as it was, I think, Monday or Tuesday. It's sort of about 7 degrees, but it feels colder than that this morning. I've even put my hat on, and if you've been with me before, you'll know that I've always said I don't really feel the cold. But last night, for the first time this side of the summer, I could quite easily have put the heating on, just to sort of take a little bit of the chill off. I didn't, but I certainly felt like I could have. And this morning it does feel a little bit chilly as well. But let's try and hold out to at least the 1st of October, hey? I know Mum, she put her heating on for the first time the other day. Obviously she's a lot older, and I think she feels it a lot more. But yeah, it was the first time I contemplated it, shall we say, last night. Okay, so we are doing a slightly different route this morning, just to shake it up a little bit. And Azra was like, "Oh, where are we going?" We are going on a slightly different route. We will come out in the same place later on. We've done this route once before. Azra and myself on these live strolls. And the problem I'm going to have, and I've said this before, coming on these different routes, sort of away from the sort of the main roads, is that I'm more reliant on her landing light, because the street lights are few and far between along here. So we'll just have to manage. Okay, so we are now at the next sort of crossroads. Going to be doing a right, which will wind us around the village. If you like, the south end of the village, perhaps. Southwest, don't know. Depends which way you look at it. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Launched the countdown yesterday to the run-up to Euro Disney. 29 days yesterday, obviously 28 days today. So that countdown is firmly on. Come on, Azra, good girl. As soon as it started getting a bit colder, she has not been enjoying as much coming out. Obviously we need to, for both of our sakes. But she's really been sort of labouring behind. Whereas before she was sort of leading on. She was all right at the minute. But yeah. Anyway, we are almost 5 minutes into the stroll, and I haven't really asked what people are up to today. So what are your plans? Is it a normal working day, school day, leisure day? Are you on holiday? Are you going away? What time zone is it where you are? If you want to be interactive, please feel free to say hi, let me know where you're watching from, all that sort of stuff. Makes the stroll go that bit quicker. For now, as I say, Azra and I are on a slightly different stroll, just to sort of break it up a little bit. Come on, Azra. Good girl. And here we are. Azra with her landing light on, leading the way again. So as I say, we did this particular walk once before. Don't know when it was, might have been last week, no, I don't know. It will come out in exactly the same place as we've done before. Come on, Azra. She's going to the loo already, so that's good. Right, just bear with me, guys. Wait. Right. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not in a way, actually, because it's easier that she gets it out of the way as soon as possible. So now, hopefully, there'll be no more of that until we are home. So, as I say, we are wrapping around the village, but we will be coming out in the same place that we have done in the mornings. This just means, having done it last week, that we won't have to go around the science park, because this extension, this end, means I don't have to do the extension at the other end. So, and it's quite nice for you guys, for me to break it up as well sometimes and do something different. I can't wait till tomorrow when I've got a little bit of natural light rather than the artificial light. It allows me to go other places rather than this sort of residential walk. Azra, straight on, come on. She's being very good. She wants to sort of pull towards the pavement. But we're sticking. Azra, good girl. We're sticking towards the road because that's where the light is. Azra, come on, good girl. As I say, where's everyone watching from this morning? What time is it where you are? I was talking about in the week about sort of numbers during the week sort of being down. Yesterday sort of reignited my faith that it was worth doing, but when Tuesday and Wednesday was really a struggle with numbers on the live stroll, and it does get sort of a little bit soul destroying sometimes. Friday through to Monday is usually not too bad. It sort of fluctuates, I think, but the weekends definitely are absolutely worth doing. You usually pull in sort of 1,000 to 2,000 views per live, which for me is pretty good. We'll see how it goes. I've got no problem if people just want it from the Friday to the Monday as opposed to a week, or even sort of every other day. Again, that doesn't bother me. Just see how it goes over the next sort of week or so. Clock it and then sort of make a decision from there. Because as I've always said, I'll do what people want, and I don't want to outstay my welcome with the live stroll. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It certainly works better when you've got natural light rather than doing it like this in the dark with artificial lighting, that's for sure. But whatever, we will persevere. Come on, Azra, good girl. If you are new to the channel, do make sure you like and subscribe. Really means a lot to the channel. We hit the magic 500, I think it was this time last week. And we're moving steadily on from there. As I've said many times before, I never expected to get anywhere near where we are. So for us to have got over 500, it's just exciting for me now. We know we can just carry on enjoying what we're doing. Come on, Azra. We carry on enjoying what we're doing, and sort of move it on from there. Azra, come on. Motorbike went past. Yeah, so we're just gonna carry on doing what we're doing. As I say, the countdown started for Euro Disney yesterday. 29 days. Obviously 28 today. That'll be going on later on. And I found something out quite exciting yesterday, although my excitement was tempered a little bit when I saw them. You can, in America, Disney's Hollywood Studios, you can build your own lightsaber, but it looks a good quality lightsaber. Euro Disney, I was watching a vlog yesterday, and someone said you can, in the Star Tours shop, Azra, you can build your own lightsaber. I thought, oh, okay, that's exciting. When I then had a bit more of a look into it, and the lightsaber you can make, which I think is only $30 as opposed to 250 in America. And when I mean dollars, it's not dollars in France, it's euros. But it's sort of the plastic sort of style, and I'm just not, until I see it properly, I don't know whether I'm going to bother. Come on, Azra. To be honest with you, there probably will be better memorabilia to get when we're there than a plastic handled lightsaber, to be honest with you. We'll wait and see. I will keep my options open and see what we can see. Azra will stay on the road, come on. Good girl, that's where the light is. As I said earlier on, she's good, she's pulling towards the pavement as much as she can. As you can see, this road is heavily being roadworks on at the moment. And well, the pavements are shut in a lot of places, well, in all places on this side actually. So we're going to have to wrap our way around. So if you are joining up during the live, welcome, and do make sure you like and subscribe. Where are people watching from? What is the time zone where you are? Currently it is 5:15 AM in the UK, and as I said earlier on, it's pretty chilly this morning. I've even got my hat on. Loads of stuff going on here. This is probably either electrical or internet. I've no idea without looking into it properly for you, but it's one or the other. Looking at that, if it is the internet, thank God they're doing it, because it's about time they actually bought a fast internet to the village. I mean, I think I'm only getting on Sky's super fast about 40, which is ridiculous, really. It's just crap in today's world. I mean, it's fast enough for us, but in the grand scale of it, it's rubbish these days. And even at work, get so much faster than that, and that really is out in the middle of nowhere, more so than where we are. Azra, off the pavement, come on. Yeah, more so than where we live. Anyway, enough moaning. It does the job, as I say. So is anyone else looking forward to the Ryder Cup start tonight? Well, it depends where you are in the world, doesn't it? But in the UK, it's going to be this afternoon. I think the first tee-off goes at 12:10. And forgive me if I talk about it a little bit over the next 3 or 4 days, good or bad. It's quite exciting, the Ryder Cup. I can't remember my first Ryder Cup really that I started watching it. I think, if I'm honest with you, probably it was in Celtic Manor, which would have been 2010. Now maybe I'd sort of seen bits and pieces of it before that, but I really only started sort of playing golf when I turned 30, which was 2010. So you can imagine it was quite exciting for me at that time. I mean, I turned 30 in August, and the Ryder Cup was the end of September, so I really had the buzz at the time. And I bought my first sort of nice set of golf clubs sort of around that time as well. They were the Nike Vapes. And I've now moved on to, I've had a couple of clubs since then, but I'm now onto TaylorMades. And I remember when I first hit some balls with these TaylorMades after having the Nikes, the weight difference. Anyone who plays golf will know exactly what I mean. The weight difference of a club is, you know, depending on how you play, is paramount. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Let's go. And it was such a difference. I mean, it added 5-10 yards at least per club. Just the weight difference. It was quite extraordinary. It really was. Azra, come on, we're going down the hill. So, she is here, guys. Just so you know, she is here. She's just labouring behind. Azra, come on. Usually she's quite happy leading the way. But this morning, straight on, come on. There you go. Got her leading the pack again. So yeah, obviously I want Team Europe to do well. But we will just see how it goes. I think you get an idea how it's all going to play out. Usually by tomorrow, sort of the end of the third session, you sort of have a bit of an idea how it's going. Of course, Medina being the one that sort of supersedes all of that. I think Europe were 10-6 down at the end of the Saturday and came back and won on the Sunday, which was just unbelievable. And I remember it very, very well. Even though it was very late finishing here in the UK, that Ryder Cup, it was just sort of memorising, really. Just not memorising, mesmerising, sorry. Just how it went. And Azra's pulled me over towards the pavement, as I would have expected her to do, but we're going to come back into the road. Azra, come on! Are you going to the toilet again? No? Okay, come on then. No, she is. Why can't you just go in one go, Azra? Like normal dogs. Done? Right, just bear Right, thank you for that. Just had a message come through on the text. I must have hit the mute button. So we should now have sound back. To some people that might have been quite nice not having my voice. You can put me on mute if you want. I was just saying about the heating, that last night, as I say, I could quite easily have turned the heating on. It was quite chilly, but we didn't. And once it starts getting cold, then you have to sort of shut the door downstairs to keep the heat in the main house, which usually is pretty warm. Come on, Azra, good girl. But yeah, as I say, this week's been the first week. Tracksuit bottoms been on, jacket's been on consistently, and this morning, as I say, the hat. What can we see in here? As I said to you, this has all been refurbed, and this is the first time there's been a bit of light in here. It looks like they've got new sort of bar stools and stuff like that in there. Can't really see any more in there at the minute. Okay, so we're heading now into the village. Those that have been with me before, you'll know that we usually, towards the other end of this, do the wooded area, because we've had the extension this morning. I'm not going to do that. I will point out a few things as we go along. More people joining up all the time, so do welcome to the channel. Do like and subscribe. It does really mean a lot to the channel. We are currently hit 500 subscribers this time last week. We're well into the next 100 subscribers now, and it continues to grow, so thank you to everyone for your support. It really does mean a lot to my little channel. The countdown to Euro Disney started yesterday, 29 days yesterday, obviously 28 today, and we'll continue that countdown on YouTube, TikTok, on my Facebook account, because it's quite exciting going away, isn't it, wherever you go. You know, the Disney magic at our age, and maybe that sounds terrible, but we aren't as excited that we're going to Disney. We're excited to be going away, excited it's a break, excited by some of the theming, but yeah, it could be anywhere, it doesn't have to be Disney. James this year did, he went to, oh my lord, can't even think of the theme park now in Germany. Phantasialand, there you go. Supposed to be the biggest theme park in Europe. And some of the rides he went on looked absolutely mental, so he shouldn't be worried about any rides anywhere we go now, if you can go to somewhere like that. And of course he did Hyperia at Thorpe Park, which, yeah, was quite something. We all did that. Right, what have we got here? This is very early, not late. I'm not always up early. This is my normal dog walking o'clock, and we're going to cross over because I need a bin in a minute. In fact, there is one there actually. No, what's to go on this side? There's more on this side. Yeah, I just seen that comment coming through. Always up nice and early. Too early sometimes. That's my barber shop I go to. Nail bar, another barber shop. And then you've got the chemist where the green cross is in front. And then a little co-op the other side of it, one of the convenience stores in the village. Come on, Azra, good girl. This morning hasn't been so bad for cars and people, joggers primarily. I always say Friday is a funny old day because a lot of people work from home on a Friday or finish early on a Friday. Maybe even start late, I don't know. But I'm just going to wait for this car to go because he's going to get a green light in a minute, I think, because of the sensors. going to go. Got the War Memorial in front. But yeah, so we're going back to Fridays. Fridays are a funny old day for seeing people and what have you. Right on cue. The half an hour chime from the church. That goes every 15 minutes. Thank God to get rid of 2 bags of mess. Okay, got the old-fashioned phone box here on the left-hand side. If you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. There's many lots of the channel, but that's the old-fashioned phone box. Maybe I spoke too soon. As soon as I said it, we saw 2 cars. They really are out early if they're going to work or whatever. And I'm sure they finish early as well. Or sometimes people have long journeys to get to work, don't they, I guess? I don't know. The longest I've ever done on a good journey was about an hour. On a bad journey, it could have taken 2 hours from here to St Albans. Horrible journey. My journey and Julie's journey to work now is just, well, Julie's especially, is bliss. Julie's is a mile, mine is 5 miles. But when I say 5 miles, it is all basically country lane. So you never get any hold-ups. The worst hold-ups I get is behind some slow coach or getting stuck at the train level crossing. And even that's not for long. So we are both very, very lucky. So I crossed over this morning. So if you've been with me before, you'll know that is the hub that we talk about, or have spoken about before. We're crossing over because, as I said, we don't need to do the wooded area extension this morning. What have we done time-wise? So we've been at, what's that, 30, coming at 32 minutes, and we've done almost 1.5 miles. So by the time we get back, it'll be the normal 1.8, 1.9. I do miss the country walk. I know I've said it before, and I know I probably sound like a broken record, but I look forward to it at the weekends when we've got the light. This is just to keep up to date with all you guys, doing these lives during the week as well. Keep me up to date with Azra. As I say, she's the most important person in the stream. I just narrate. We've got a few comments coming through. What have we got? Hopefully they're kind. It is a really cold start. Nighttime in Pakistan, is that? So what is the time there then? I would have thought it would have been sort of maybe late morning. Don't know. Time differences are quite strange, depending on where you are in the world, but I suppose it would be. Well, it must be. Someone's telling me it is. And yeah, it definitely is chilly this morning. I can't remember what I said for the comment about mine was 2 hours or more. I can't remember what I was saying about that. Can you elaborate on that? Because I can't remember what I've been saying. Go on, Azra, keep going. It's just a cat. Go on, keep going. Keep going. we're talking about the journey, aren't we? I just thought about that as I'm thinking about the conversation. Yeah, 2 hours, that is horrendous. Well, I know, because when I used to get really bad traffic coming back, it used to really wind me up. All you want to do when you finish work is get home, don't you? Whatever you're going to do, you just want to get home. And if you've got an hour and a half, 2 hour journey to get home, it just kills you. And it sort of ruins your evening before you even get home, doesn't it? In a lot of cases. Come on, Azra. Come on. Okay, so we've got a few more people watching now, so welcome to the channel. Do like and subscribe, it does really mean a lot. I'm sorry I'm exhaling, but it is freezing this morning. And when I was doing the unfortunate job of clearing up after Azra, I could actually see my breath, and that is the first time I've been able to see my breath when I've been breathing out. So, yeah, it's autumn and winter are coming, if they're not here already. And I say if they're not here already because tomorrow and Sunday I think it is actually supposed to warm up, and it may be that the tortoises don't need to come in. I was looking at the weather forecast, maybe tonight, but not Saturday and Sunday. And this is always the difficulty when they have to be sort of put down for hibernation, sort of in October. And this year, of course, it possibly potentially is going to be a week earlier for us, because of course the weekend that we would probably do it normally is the weekend we're in Euro Disney. And we just can't keep them out because, we can't expect mum to come around twice a day, get the tortoises out, put them back in. They're quite heavy, the houses and stuff like that, so it's just not sensible. So I think we're just going to, I know we're going to put them away. We just hope it doesn't sort of really massively warm up, because that potentially could be a problem. As long as the evenings are quite cold like they are at the minute, which they are forecast to basically be, we should be all right putting them away. And hopefully they'll just go off to sleep whilst it's cold. The new tortoise will only be a short period. Definitely hat and gloves on the bike, 100%. Your fingers will drop off. I try and be considerate when I'm doing the strolls. Obviously, when we're over the fields, it's not so bad, is it? But in residential areas, yeah, you've got to be a bit respectful. Unfortunately, not everyone is like that, but that's another story for me to moan about, but I'm not going to moan about it this morning. I bet Julie's cringing right now because she's watching, and she's probably saying, don't start getting involved in the conversation about that, because I could go for another hour about people being inconsiderate when it comes to noise. I really could. Right, guys, when we get to the top here, we're going to call it a day. Because we're beginning to get towards the end anyway. We just have to wait for this car coming the other way. Come on, Azra, good girl. Right, guys, I think we will wrap it up. Thank you very much for everyone joining in. If you are new to the channel, do make sure you like and subscribe. It does really mean a lot. And we will be out and about tomorrow, so please feel free to join. It'll probably be a bit later tomorrow, probably about 6:30, something like that. Cheers, guys.